So if it's already difficult, it's gonna be much more difficult later.
Yeah, that certainly seems like it's going to be one of the challenges for you guys immediately after graduation, right? not to scare you, right? All right. A few seconds ago, we were talking about a world, an accessible world, where all the world has access and all the world is accessible. We can think of this in terms of a seamless web. To use what is that, Latour? Was he the seamless web guy? Okay. Now, the way I like to think of the seamless web, this is a cheesy example, but I think it works, is the logo of the matrix, where everything is black or green. You know, it's just computer symbols, where it doesn't distinguish between humans, non-humans, machines, animals, whatever. It's just everything has an atomic presence in the world. And therefore, I ask, does it have a voice? Does it operate in a flat world? And then it is converged. If it's all in the same symbolic representation. Mm-hmm. And it makes me think of, well, there have been other paradigms in the past. For example, we have the man is the measure of all things, where if you see the image here on the far right, where the man, he determines the limits of things. Okay, that's pretty powerful and pretty expressive. And then you have Don Quixote, where his imagination determined the world. And now, well, we have multiple worlds at our fingertips, right? We have the physical earth, we have the earth that we use, we have the earth that we need, and we have the earth that's dying, and then we have all the digital things floating over top of the earth that Google gives us, like your location, the name of the street you're on, and all these things. How does this affect your identity, or the identity of anything? What do you think? It's not so simple anymore. Or you can say it's more fun, identity in this age. Anybody want to tackle that? Enrique? What do you think about that? Identity in an exploding world?
Let me give some extra information for reflection. Today in the morning, I got this news. I'm sure you can find it all over, that says that a couple of kids have been arrested in the United States because of sexting. You know what sexting is? Sending images through the telephone, sex involved, okay? So it starts as, it's the teenager thing, but with cybernetics, yeah? So maybe when we were kids, or we were born into our sexual, self-being, we would show parts and touch parts and all that stuff, and today it's the same, but now with a telephone. So a kid sends a photo of himself or some part of himself to the girlfriend and says, "Hey, I show you this. Now you show me something." Okay?
So is it illegal or what?
What?
Is it illegal or is it encouraged?
Well, it seems that it's illegal. They are 12 years old.
Ah, well, okay.
It appeared in the Chicago Tribune today, and they have to go to una penitenciaría juvenil. How do you call that?
I don't know, juvie. Yeah, juvie.
A juvie.
Yeah.
Okay. The teacher, a teacher confiscated the telephone and saw the images, and they're straight to jail.
Well, the teacher ought to go to jail in this case. All right, so we have some kids expressing themselves through a text. I don't see any problem with that. You can't fight, gravity. It's like when students come into classroom with their cell phones, maybe 10 years ago, like, hey, sorry, you have to leave that at the door, or I'm going to take that. Well, I don't do that anymore. What do you guys think? Should it be legal or illegal to express yourself in a safe way?
I think it shouldn't be illegal, but I think the problem is that the privacy, the limit between privacy and public. And in this case, when the channel of communication, I don't know, in the 90s we didn't have sexting, right? But now they're sexting and you are exposing yourself, and there are in this case, I don't know, the teacher or police or I don't know, authorities that want to control that. And I think that's the risk. I mean, I don't think they should be arrested or,
No.
but I think that's the problem, losing your privacy.
Yeah, public and private issues are big in a virtual world. Very, very good. And keep that as a conflict. Paola, you're going to say something? Get that.
But now that you were talking about the public and private, I remember the Doritos commercial. I don't know if any of you saw it. That is about a girl that is walking through the street, and every male person that saw her, no matter the age, shouted to her, call me vaquero, call me vaquero.
Breaking up big time.
Huh?
It's
Maybe
breaking. Could
speak
you start
slower?
again?
Okay.
And closer the microphone.
Is that better? Yeah? Okay. Well, about the commercial of Doritos, in which a girl is walking through the street, and every person that saw her called her, call me vaquero, call me vaquero. And she was like, what's happening with all these people, no? So at the end of the commercial, she calls her boyfriend and asks him,
Se perdió la llamada, perdón. Vamos a conectarnos otra vez. Vas a tener que empezar otra vez.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, we're start all over again, okay?
Okay. We're back.
Okay.
We can't see you yet. Can you see us?
For the
Now we can see you. Hi there.
Okay, we can't see you now.
okay, hi.
Well, it's one or the other, so let's stay with you for a while.
All right.
Okay, well,
Go
again.
ahead.
About this commercial, there is a girl who is walking through the street, and every person that saw her asks her, call me vaquero, call me vaquero. At the end of the commercial, she calls her boyfriend, and she asks him, did you upload the video? And he says, yes, it's great. And it sounds like, well, they are having sex, and she is shouting, vaquero, vaquero. So that's the point of the public and the private, where, I don't know, anyone can make a video, that kind of video or any kind of video, and upload it to YouTube or YouPorn or do whatever, and anyone can see it.
Yeah, that's an example of flat and convergence. Anyone can upload it, anyone can see it, and we have sex, we have Doritos, all mixed in together, right?
Yeah.
So that's total nest.
We are. I'll give you in 1 minute. We are making some tests. Where Clark is. Were you yesterday in my office?
Yeah.
No. You were. We're making some tests. So with an application to do video streaming through the telephone. Okay. There's several applications that are right now there, but none works. Okay. But there they are. We're doing some tests. And suddenly we had this one. I'm not going to mention right now which application was, but the moment we were, sending information and receiving information, another application detected exactly where we were. Okay, with our telephone. So right now it is able that anybody can detect where we are or where is our telephone. Okay, so we were making jokes yesterday in my office, in the sense that, oh my God, this is dangerous, thinking about the wife and cheating and all that stuff. And suddenly somebody said, well, but it could save your life.
Kidnapping, right?
Kidnapping or something like that, So we had like the two different points of view, One, that the technology today can knock you, can check exactly where you are, what you're doing, for good and for bad. So which way it's gonna be? Okay, let's listen over there.
Going back to the identity theme, I think that with all this new media, you kind of have like a public identity and your private identity. Like